betwixt the raising of the undying emperor and the great planar war that shook the heavens, there was an age of contradiction, where cannons won kingdoms and muskets kept the peace, a brave few won the hearts of the conquered and conquerors alike. Of these we speak of the decline of the great kingdoms and cultures under the heel of empire. Of those we speak of gladiators and the untold thousands that worshipped them. Of this, an age of glory, where kings would be slaves and a gladiator would be king.
Good afternoon and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Dread and Circus campaign episode 34. I'm your GM and host Marty, joined by the full crew tonight of Ahmed, Adam, and Mark. How is everyone doing? I am unmuting your mics, hot mics.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I'm currently playing Watchguard. Not a game. I'm actually a Watchguard waiting for the goddamn skunk to get out so I can trap him. When you see me sit back down on the couch, you'll know what the deed's done.
So Ahmed is playing goddamn Elmer Fudd over here.
Very, very quiet.
So you're trying to, he's in his burrow and you're trying to trap it so that it doesn't go back into its burrow? So it has
I
to
trapped
fuck
him.
up?
Yeah. So I trapped it last night, and I'm gonna let him out. And as soon as I see him, I'm gonna close it off.
Of all the plans, it's a plan.
I have to
Skunks
wait till
are
Thursday.
CR one
I
quarter
have to
creatures,
wait-
though.
I have
You're
to
trying
wait
to get
till
some
Thursday.
XP. Ahmed's
CR1
I had to come fix this crap for me.
trying to farm some XP, which is hilarious.
Let him
Hilarious.
in, let him out. Let him in, let him out. Let him in, let him out. I found a
How
loophole.
many times have you been sprayed already?
No, it wasn't right on me. It was like my general direction, but he was fairly far.
Okay.
That was once. That was once. I just changed clothes for good measure. Smells fine to me. Don't mean it's right.
So once you got sprayed once.
I got sprayed by a skunk. Might be multiple sprays, but it was one. So
It wasn't an
Ahmed.
auto fire butt. It was like,
skunks have one good spray in them per 2 to 3 days.
oh really?
Yes.
I think I go mess with him now. He doesn't have like a 4-round recharge rate. Like
No, it's not.
he's good at 4 rounds. He's rolling the dice.
He has no D4 dragon ass where it's like, I recharged my butt.
Weapon.
Awesome. So we know how Ahmed's doing. How you doing? How you doing, Chief? Adam?
I got him.
It's hot, but so far my day's been pretty good. It's been a little food oriented the last little bit. I decided to make steak and eggs for breakfast, like a baller. Was happy with that, Then I walk the dogs.
I'm
to
a
the goddamn
bald
spring.
man from a desert, and I think it's hot. So that's his perspective. That's a perspective right there.
Yeah, and I am a fat, not bald man from a place where it's fucking cold.
From Snowland.
From Snowlands.
Like
Come from the
Canada go
land
to
of the ice
hell?
and snow. And then Mark is around. I know it's warm there too in northern Ontario. It is sort of I don't know, like 18 degrees C here in Seattle.
Bitch.
Yeah. It was a little chilly this morning when I woke up. The air conditioning was on all night. And, yeah, it was a little cold.
Birds tweeting here. Birds are begging for help. Water. It's like at the windowsill. clawing at my window.
All right, why don't we do a recap of what happened last time with the Masters? We played last night with the Road of Sorrow gladiators, who have called themselves the Circus of Dread. The last game with the Masters was called Maves, the Maves and Mave Knots. The Masters of the Conclave of Crimson Scale assess the value and fighting capability of the slaves and captives of the prison hulk Pandemonium. Phineas crafts items for the dragon. Ashoka visits a resident illusionist to procure an important scroll. Magnus and Czargon spar for dominance. Ashoka and Cid pay a visit to the house of the Grim Goblin. And Magnus visits Maeve to discuss future plans between them. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the things that happen because of that, unless they're needed for this game, because, of course, you can go back and watch all of the results of those encounters. Tonight, we are. Let's see. You guys have some fights set up in the coming weeks. Let's just check the plans that you have made. And there may be some random encounters, and then people that you'll talk to throughout the town. As the Gladiatorial Ludus is nearing the end of their first season, which has been relatively successful,
except for getting blown up somewhere towards the last third of the season, we kind of got blown up a little bit.
Yeah, you do get blown up a little bit.
In the arena, though.
You do need to replenish your gladiator stocks. At the beginning of the season, you'll have to call up some gladiators and make them part of the Ludus. Your Ludus has registered 4 gladiators as their primaries. You could expand that. You may have to expand some of your facilities. Yeah. So let's get this big enough so everyone can read it, and then let's change our view here as we look at a nice spreadsheet that keeps track of what's been going on for all the weeks of the spring. I've divvied up the seasons into 5-day chunks, and what you have planned for the 16th week of fighting is Ashoka is going to continue. He's going to look into the value of the ship itself. Mm-hmm. Magnus has got his 5th fight for the season. I've got the word guild. Oh, okay, yeah. Phineas was going to spend some time with the Guild of Wizards in Vatapol, as his master was tasked by the Count or the Duke to dissect the dragon that had attacked you, to figure out what was wrong with it. Cid was going to spy on something. He wanted to spy on the barbarian fight, or like the capabilities of the barbarians that you're supposed to fight. Mm-hmm. Damian is participating in that fight.
Is there going to be time for me to spy on what they're going to be sending for the dragon? To fight the dragon?
One or the other. That would actually be better, because the barbarians, yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of us fighting. Should be okay. The dragon's going to be with the Zed, so... No, you're trying to spy about the fight just in time for the fight, so...
Right, but we're not fighting the same...
Correct. It's not the same week. Zed was going to train somehow? I've got a T beside Zed. Who's he training?
Yeah, he's training Nova Skullcrusher.
Oh, right. Okay. Sono was going to be involved in the fight, and Drain was going to be involved in the fight. This is their 3rd fight of the season, which solidifies their place as gladiators, and doesn't make them enter into a weird sort of free agency at the end of the season. There was some arcane training going on with Fleas. Old Vigo was also being trained.
Student ever.
Yep.
He's the dumbest bastard ever.
Nova Skullcrusher was going to be trained. I forget what she was going to be trained in.
I believe she's being trained into real classes, because I think she's got
she's a warrior now.
Yep.
Baloney classes.
Yeah, we'll have to add sheets for these people, so I'm going to add placeholder sheets for right now.
Yeah, be very, very quiet.
These are Tempe, right?
They are Tempe.
Okay. So why don't I do that so everyone can see what I'm doing? All right. So we've got Nova Skullcrusher, who is a female half-orc. I had these written down somewhere. Pandemonium Manifest? Yeah, there we go. She was a female half-orc warrior 2 adept of Lurg 2. And we still need to roll her stats. Her stats may determine whether or not you can retrain the Gestalt. But I will paste that here. And make it bigger for people to see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there, and I also need to know who is controlling the build for each of these. Let me put a question.
I'll take the Skull Crusher.
Okay, and then I think you applied some sort of numbering system, so I'll let you guys figure that out. So that's a Tempe, and then we've got the Condemned Wizard, the Wizard Ling, who I don't know what you're doing with. Is he considered a slave right now? I don't even think you've registered him as a gladiator. But
No, he's not
but
registered yet.
he needs an owner, and he actually needs a sheet. What else? Who else are you pulling into your manifest? So I'm gonna delete Nova. You had traded Rox Sobernaut to the House of the Grim Goblin, correct?
Yes.
The female Oracle of
She
Maglubia.
was
You,
treated.
We sent
Okay.
her over. That's right.
okay. NPCs, Vatapole. House of the Grim Goblin. Yeah, I already added her to the... Alright. Then we've got... These are slaves and that they pulled off of the Pandemonium ship. That they were awarded for damages that happened when there was an attack by the pirates of the Sea God's Fury. You're also making Bannock Baden, the male treant, a Tempe, correct? Or are you not?
I think we're making him houseplant for now.
Guard. Is it
Okay.
guard? Now that's an expected guard.
Well, I think we want to. We need to figure out how to work with him before we could be like, yeah, we'll send in the tree.
Just start slashing people instead.
Well,
Yeah, you may want to temper him in the same way that you've tempered your
Dragoon.
your dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave him in Tempe for now. He does need
Somehow I don't see him following Kozu, so let's not go down that.
I need to know who is going to control his build. Now, it might take some time for him to actually get XP, because he starts off as a CR8 creature.
Yeah.
He's got to get enough XP to get to 9th level before he actually gets a class level, but there are
So his
some
build
choices.
is really easy for a while.
Well, no, he still gets feats. He still gets heroic ability scores, which I rolled to see if he got, which means he has normal treant scores plus some heroic stuff. So, and then somebody probably wants to plan out what his build will be.
So, Mark, do you want to take the punchy tree?
Sure, I'll take Punchy Tree.
Okay. Who else from the Pandemonium Manifest? So I'm gonna erase them from the manifest as we're adding them to and creating their own sheets.
Didn't we have the rogue?
There were a bunch of rogues that I don't know if you're gonna keep as
Not the
servants or
not the Smurfneflin, the other one, human.
right. What are you doing with
those are gonna be human? Those are going to be our
Oh,
house.
Urek the Iron Fist, the Lawful Evil Monk 2, the Power Monk.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put him on there. Punch a dude.
Tempe, Urek Iron Fist.
I'm not too sour if he dies.
All right, so that's your monk. Ahmed, you want to control the build, or I could help you with that one?
Yeah, sure. Just throw it on me. It's fine.
C
I want him to die. I'll make him the crappiest monk ever.
Wisdom of 8.
No, he's like a power monk. He's a strength monk. He's going to take
Strength
like the
monk.
styles I think we said,
hard.
where it's like put it all into one attack, all one
It does like one double damage attack instead of flurry.
style. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a style that allows you to do that.
I think you're thinking of bullying style, like Ultigar had, but they changed it, so it's not all one attack.
Yeah, and then what are you
We'll do
doing
our
with
best.
Josephus the Shiv, who is the condemned that you guys didn't really like? Ban Labrie, Zaxxon,
Oh,
and the
Ashoka
other.
better keep him on a short leash. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ban Labrie and Zaxxon. So I think they all need their own sheets, but I don't know if you're going to put them as Tempe or not.
No, so Zaxxon is a guard. Like the Swerfs are all becoming like indentured house people.
Okay. So two of them actually deserve sheets because they have significant class levels. So under slaves, we're gonna put Ban Labrie. She's captured. Somebody owns her build, and Ban Labrie, Banla. And the other one is Zaxxon.
What's with this bastard? Playing guard is boring.
It's a third level ranger with favorite enemy human. So
the boat had a bunch of we sort of went through all the people on the boat, and we sort of picked out the choice ones and are selling the rest.
okay. And then I guess Josephus the Shiv, who's trying to convince Ashoka to change to take the identities of one of the other one of the other condemned.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I haven't really decided on how that plays out yet.
Yep.
I want to see him die violently. Like, if there's a Crixes out there, another one, then that's who we should fight.
Okay, I'm fine with these guys being blank. I will slowly build their builds later on. Yes, we will have to roll up what their stat arrays are, which is a little bit weird given that we've
Introduced them already.
we've introduced them already. We already know their build, so it's kind of like I guess we could roll twice for each of their stats, like which stat method.
Well, you still get a veto, right? So that veto
Yeah.
basically comes to roll
Yeah.
twice.
Yep. Bannock Baden's stats are fixed. He just has treant stats plus the heroic ability score mods. Urek Iron Fist, I guess we can roll for their stats if that's something you guys want to do, because
Sure.
you may or may not want to keep them based off of how good their stats
Oh yeah,
are.
if they're like, oh god,
Yep.
man.
Yep. I
If the
may.
Iron Fist turns out to be more of a paper fist, he can go.
Yeah.
Cork
Okay.
fist.
Yep. And them's are the breaks when we roll random, I guess. I have this distinct want to not do it random, but we've been doing it random, so I will resist the urge to just place stats. Gladiator Generation is where we're going, and let's see if we can find the random stat boost. Hi, Lucas. We're just going through the gladiators that they got off of the Pandemonium for the Masters, and we're going to roll up some stats for these guys because now that they've brought them back to the Ludus and they've done some training, they may make decisions based on whether or not those gladiators end up staying. And I'm gonna zoom into the pictures of the gladiators in question. So we've got the Bannock Baden. I'm gonna just drag off to the side. The big treant. We've got Urek, the Iron Fist, who is a monk. We've got Nova Skullcrusher, who is a half-orc. We've got Josephus the Shiv. We've got a bunch of Zwerfneblin. The ones that we are going to actually roll for are Ban Labrie and Zaxxon. The other are basically not like NPC class kind of guys.
With spell resistance.
Roxy got sold.
Oh, chat's already shit talking Josie. Oh, why you should choking Josie? Or is he Clyde now? We haven't decided yet.
Yep.
Could he be Clyde?
So these are all of your. We'll just stick your. You guys might have to buy some nearby buildings or something. It's getting pretty busy.
No. We got a whole boat. We got a whole
live in a
boat
big
to
orgy
serve.
pile. I mean, they just take one bed for all the Smurfs and.
We have a luxury cruise boat.
And then you haven't decided what you're doing with the wizard Ling. He's already tried to escape. He's been locked up. He's been denied his spell book. You guys haven't done much, and you haven't investigated the creepy statues you found. There's lots to do. There's lots to do.
Ashoka was suggesting that Wizard Ling should fight with the gladiators for a bit, not in the pit, but just train with them. Make him think.
Oh, Adam, except Akka's dead.
Don't worry.
Oh, Lucas.
We've got Akka 2.0.
All right, we need to roll some stats for. Let's go in order. Where are they? Circus Vatapole. No. Bannock Baden, basically what heroic ability scores are, you take the Treant's ability scores, you add 4, 4, 2, 2, plus 0, minus 2 on one score. And those are heroic ability scores. That means the Treant is, you can build it and tailor it almost like how you want. So the Treant's ability scores are going to be pretty pimp. There's no rolling required here. Uruk Iron Fist is a human monk. We'll roll twice on the chart to see which method we will build him with. Gladiator generation, character power, and then we'll roll some stats. Go ahead. Roll 2 d8s from the stream. I need 2 separate d8s. You guys know how to roll. All right, 3d6 static placed. Replace one with 14, and 5d6 static placed. Replace one with 14.
Give him a 5d6.
I think we'll use the 5d6 method, which means that I need a bunch of 5d6s, please. Whoops, not that one.
That one sucked.
Well, actually, no, that one's pretty good. 15 is not too bad.
15?
Yeah.
15's not great. All right. 5d6. Come here. Oh God, he is Paper Fist with 10 strength,
13 dex.
13 dex.
So screwed. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
7 con.
Oh, yeah, Magnus is gonna throw him in. Like, go ahead and fight these goblins. Good luck.
Cell pile.
Iron Fist. Who
Yeah.
told you were Iron Fist? I'm just curious. Who told you that?
Your mom gave you that nickname, didn't she?
Into 14.
Into 14.
So he knows he sucks. So he knows he sucks at this.
The gopher
Maybe his wisdom.
Uruk the Gopher Fist practitioner.
Oh, his wisdom's okay. His wisdom's 14. Goodbye, Uruk. Fare thee well.
This guy should be a cleric.
This guy should be a
he's
nothing.
I need one more for his charisma.
Guy should
8.
stay home.
9. 9 for his charisma.
Talking about.
Okay, so I
14
think we
and
replaced the
strength.
14 con.
Okay.
That is pitiful.
How low? Wait a sec. How low is it? How low, like overall? How
7. Oh, I see. How low is the total?
It's pretty low.
Low? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
con,
balls.
con is what you want to replace.
He's got a 67 in his ability scores.
Oh my god.
I think
He's
there
just
should
a
be a
glass, not
there should be a
pretend.
minimum. This guy was picked out of like a bunch of people, so I think we're gonna re-roll this once and to see how this
Maybe
turns
his
out.
time on the boat has withered him away.
Yep. We'll re-roll once. So go ahead.
18. 18.
Yeah, it's 11 Cha.
Isn't that lower than Snowbeard? Yeah, 11 shot, but still.
Yeah.
It would have still been 69, which was lower than Snowbeard.
And Snowbeard was 3d6 method.
All right, so
Oh my
strength
God.
of
13.
13.
Yep.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Remember, you can train these guys up, right?
Yeah.
Like
no,
Snowbeard,
like,
Snowbeard was
that other one's
rescued
actually
from.
a good, like, that is the, what's it called? The, dispossessed build from, like Dark Souls, like the naked guy, where you start the naked guy with no stats.
Yeah.
Dex 10.
13. Or 11.
On 11.
Oh, you son of a bitch, is that you? No, it's
On
not.
11. Okay.
All right, let's get it into 3 going. My name is Monk.
If into 3, you can't even do that. Oh, God.
9. 9? Okay.
Well,
eight.
he's
That's
not coming
9,
up with the escape plan, so we
Wisdom
Oh,
of
there we
18.
go.
18.
there we go.
Whoa. There you go.
There's-
That's why
th-
Magnus picked
now
him.
you could start with something. You could like, oh, you need some training because you've been withering away on that ship.
Yep.
You're gonna do away with your one punch attack and give you something else.
And then a 12 charisma.
Iron Fist.
What do you want to replace with his 14? Is that a strength or dex?
What's
Dex
his
is what, 9?
10.
Yeah, replace his Dex.
Okay.
And
I
what's
think I'd
his-
replace his dex and then train his strength up to 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
His
the best
ability
thing to do.
score array is 13, 14, 11, 9, 18, 12,
Yeah, do his.
which means he's
yeah,
a
do his dex.
77. You've got 7
Fist.
training points
Take
to
that
go.
body.
You could go
So-
5 into strength and
You know what? I'd actually
couple-
put it into con first
His
All right,
con
because
is
we don't have a training school for con.
No, but we're gonna train him up before. What do you mean we don't have?
We
a
don't
training
have. We
on?
can't train con. We can train
Dex,
strength
we
and
can.
dex. We don't.
well, he's
have a-
human too, so he gets a +2 bonus.
what is his con before the
His
stat
con
boost?
is 11.
Okay, so yeah, Ahmed's right. Put the 14 in the con, and then our school, we can make him faster and stronger. We can't make him tougher
Why can't we train con?
because we pick dex and strength.
Well, you
We have
could
to build
spend more.
to
think
upgrade
it-
our
Oh, we
building.
got better builder facilities. I see. Right.
Okay, so you want to put.
And Ashoka stubbornly wants like drama club, improv nights.
No, no, that's stupid.
All right, his total is 76, and then he gets a +2 for human. Where does that go? Who is controlling this build? Ahmed. Where does the +2 for human go? Wisdom.
Put it in wisdom. You can't train his wisdom up.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, the +2, you could put it in strength and get his strength up to 20.
Yeah.
So that's still like that logic is might not be the best.
Are we
Wisdom's
go-
still solid.
Are we going for again the strength monk? If we are, then
That's
then strength. 'Cause
Yeah,
otherwise,
look-
he's going to be a regular monk. So yeah, strength makes sense.
Okay, so that is Uruk. That's actually a decent starting point. We laughed that some of them are low, but that's
So 15, 10, 14,
he'll take
9.
some work to make decent, and an 18 whiz and a 15 strength.
monk punch
Yeah.
and kick.
Come on,
Speaking
int
of
9.
Ryu,
That's starting to look
Ryu
like
does
a
not have
that's
an
starting to look like a
entire
Mark
friggin'
monk
10.
build. What's Altagar's int?
Altagar's into his 10. Thank
Oh,
you
okay.
very
All
much.
right.
It's average, thank you.
All right. Fine.
Until he takes his mutage, and then he's like, Altagar, smash everything! You got close, you got close.
All right. Nova came from quite a few. She probably needs a good wisdom and a good strength. What are the racial
Nova?
adjusts for half orc? So strength +2.
Half orc is just like human.
Oh, any +2. Okay.
Mhm. They made half orc very playable in Pathfinder.
Okay, let's roll 2d8s
yeah,
to see by which method are we giving Nova Skullcrusher some
Come on,
cool
Nova, don't
stats.
suck. Come on, Nova, don't suck.
2d8s, please.
Looking for 7s, aren't we?
7's the best.
7. Yeah.
Modron is not responding.
Huh.
There's a space in there.
No.
I thought I
Oh,
fixed this.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, man, Marty, we're gonna have to have a little talk, okay?
There are network things.
Oh, Arlen's left
So,
arm
so
falls
there's
off.
network things all around. From your calls are being affected. Bunch of other shit.
Feel bad. Feel bad. Where the hell are you? So, Adam,
Yes.
if I was to pour water down the hole,
Yes.
if there were, wouldn't he run out?
You need to. It's a significant amount of water. You don't do that with a fucking garden hose.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
thinking.
a
Like,
lot of water.
You need a water truck. Like you need a farmer could do that when he has his water truck. Like a great big ass tank of water
I
and
can't do that.
like a 3-inch hose. Your half-inch garden hose ain't
Ha-
doing diddly.
Have you considered boarding up a couple of the holes and then taking a hose
not
to
bad.
your exhaust pipe and just starting your car?
That yeah.
I was just doing that this morning.
Sleepy. I'm
Okay.
I'm
Let's do Nova. Modron should be back. There he is.
Come on, you son of a bitch.
don't
Do
send
you
the
have any
wife
drop
inside the
frames,
shed
Marty,
for anything.
on your side?
I do have a couple.
Oh yeah.
It's now stable again.
Stable. Stop.
Yeah, you're right, Kinta. Ahmed needs a firefighting helicopter to dump 500 gallons of water on the shed.
Okay, 3 is 5d6 static, and 2 is 46 static. So we'll do 5d6.
Marty,
Yep.
you're gray and Mark's black box.
There we
No
go.
one's seen my nipple play so far. Oh shucks.
No. No.
I don't know how
I've been
good
paying
the
attention.
in the super automated censorship future, I'm not quite certain how they're going to identify between an engorged male nipple and a female nipple.
These are the
this
these
is-
are the things.
This keeps me up at night.
I don't even know how to identify.
Pretty much.
All right, we've got Mark's mustache in the there. There we go. Okay. So 3 5d6 method static again. Let's have a roll for Nova, who's also been wasting away in the hold of the. Keep that flannel shirt on, Mark. Yes.
You look like an 80s
All right,
star.
14. It's not a bad strength score to start.
14 is not bad.
I'm a stunt double on MacGyver.
The 9
10
dex.
dex?
That's
It's 10 dex. 10 dex.
10 dex. Sorry, 10 dex.
Con.
That's workable. Arlen's got 10 dex. Hey, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. Just put
So
it in
far,
full
so
play.
good.
That's
So
fine.
far, so far, so good. So
Just put it
far,
in
so
full play. It's
good.
fine.
Full
Keep
play
going, guys.
guy.
56. Come on, you bastard.
There we go.
Oh, is it stuck again?
Yeah, the stream's going nuts for me.
Oh, there we go. 14 con.
That's okay, Con. It's
That's
workable.
a good con. That's a good
Int,
con.
Wiz,
that,
and
yeah.
Sha.
Ooh, 16.
Oh no, we're too smart.
Oh.
Fuck it, throw it back. It's too smart.
No,
No, I'm not min maxing at
this is
all.
good.
16. Int. Are you sure you want to be like a barbarian druid lady? How about
A
Have you
13.
considered magic?
a 13 wisdom?
Okay.
Sorry.
And the last one?
A
Charisma.
big charisma can make up for everything.
You know what? I'm going to close... We had this problem last time. I'm going to close the spreadsheet.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, you.
Okay, restarting.
14 charisma.
Hold on a second. I'm just restarting the stream. See if that works. There are a lot of jitter coming from West Coast streams. Or West Coast servers.
People aren't allowed to stream World Cup on. Are people streaming World Cup on Twitch?
I'm not sure. We'll try a different server, folks. We've reconnected. So, 14 charisma.
Try Portland again.
We're going through Cali right now. You know what? If I switch the 16 around with the wisdom, there she could make a good adept.
Mm-hmm.
So I think those are her stats.
All right. Are we sticking the 14, or are we just using that swap instead of the 14?
We'll use that swap instead of the 14.
Cool.
So total is 14 plus 10 plus 14 plus 13 plus 16 plus 14.
Lucas
81.
is...
Yeah, no, it's
Lucas
the
wants a... Yeah.
the racial +2 is going to go into strength, and I think that she's going to be on a diet of like broccoli, chicken breasts, and steroids.
Yeah, she can increase her her stats by 3.
Well, oh, limited to 3. Oh.
So 2 in dex and 1 in strength, and then.
All right, here I have to. It's on her sheet, right?
Yep.
How do we do this? Okay, she's got 81. Her con's good. Her int is pretty good. Okay, so it's all physicals that it needs to go into.
But that's how you can train her. You don't need to make that decision right now.
Yep.
The other, the 2 others that we have are Ban Labrie. 3 others: Ban Labrie, Zaxxum, and Josephus the Shiv. So Ban Labrie is a 5th level rogue. She needs some
Josephus
stats.
is Adams. Adam is responsible for Josephus in character and out.
No, in character, I have a lot of fun playing the characters you guys
think
love to hate.
Marty's just character. But I have a feeling that the dice gods are going to smile upon Josephus, and he'll have like 100
stats.
Okay,
The
there
stats
are the
are like
racial
100.
there are the racial adjusts for Sverf Niblin, and she's a 5th level rogue. She seemed reluctant to agree to like outright assassinations. She seems to be more
will
of
you
a,
murder? No, I won't murder.
Right.
Fair enough.
Not yet, you won't.
All right, we need 2 d8s. 1
No.
is the 3d6 down the row, no matter what.
Oh.
And then the other d8. 4, which is heroic. 2d6 plus 6, replace 1 with a 14. Remember, every time we've rolled a gnome so far, especially a Zverf, they've ended up really awesome. So let's not break the streak.
Go get 'em, guys.
So this is Vatapole. All right. So I need, these are static, so I need 2d6 plus 6s for this character. Con, int, whiz, cha.
We got a 12.
12 strength.
I get
A
2Ds to a 10.
16 dex. A 13 con. A 12 int.
Not bad. Not bad for a rogue.
Of course, she doesn't have a Gestalt yet. A 14 wisdom. And a 13 charisma. Alright, so that's
doable.
total right
That's a
now.
character.
Yeah, that's a character. 16 plus 13 plus 12 plus 14 plus 13. She has 4
That
training
charisma
points.
takes a beating.
That's, yeah, her charisma after racial adjust, so charisma -4, wisdom +2, dexterity +2, and strength -2. It's almost like we planned this character. High wisdom might be a hint at what a gestalt could be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
So I don't
was
know.
obviously religious, or at some level, because the other priesty people were like, "Screw you, outsider."
Yep.
No, Lucas, not Oracle.
With a
Not
charisma
Oracle.
of
No,
9.
the charisma takes a big beating. They are not a likable people.
Okay, Ben Labrie. Then we've got one more
Rangerman.
Neblin,
Zaxxon.
the ranger who fought against the humans and lost.
Cleric, I'm thinking is a good one, Lucas.
All right, we need the method for these two guys. 2d8. He is also Svefneblin, so this we just rolled up Ban Labrie, and this is for Zaxxon. 8. This is the 2d6 method. 2d6 plus 6. Oh, we didn't replace one 14 for the other girl. Give me a second. Banla, what do you
Or
want?
7. We got 7.
What do you want?
Randomly, you got
What do you want a
this.
14 to go into here? Round
I
out
would
or
stick
con?
it I would. Con is good. Charisma is good. I'd be looking at those two. Potentially int, but that's not terribly
Okay.
useful.
14 for the con, and that means she's got an 81 total. All right. 7 is good for this guy. Let's look at 8 and 7. So 5d6 placed, replace one with a 14, or 2d6 plus 6 placed, replace one with a 14. I think 7 is the best
I
one.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
The 2d6 method plus 6 gives you a better chance at high numbers, but a lower chance of having any training points. So it's interesting. There's interesting give and take.
Okay. Oh, we already started rolling. Give me a second. The strength is
It's a 14.
14.
Dex is 12. Con is 10.
These are placed, so
Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
right.
Yeah.
we get to pick
14,
where they are.
12,
Make an array.
16.
No. Wait, what? The first one is 16. Second one, or whatever.
Oh, and then there's 16. Okay. Got it.
Hold on. So 16.
I didn't scroll up hard
12.
enough. 17. Oh, shit. And the last one. Like God Ranger. Maybe we don't make him a guard. Maybe we stick him in the arena.
Well, if he's that much of a god, maybe we should keep him as like a really competent guard.
Yeah, train up our guard. To
Okay, so this is
be, like, useful.
16,
He can do both.
12. 5, 4, 3 is 12. Oh, I forgot the 10 in there. Got it. There was a 10.
See,
Yeah, he can do both. It's like, hey, that was a good job in the arena.
So
Now
replace
go
the
man
10
your
with the
post.
14.
It's that simple.
and then, Bob's
Yeah,
your
okay.
uncle.
There we go.
it's funny because when we originally were describing this campaign, we were expecting it to be like, oh, we're gonna go through gladiators really fast and stuff. But then we put like PCs in the ring with our gladiators, which means we can't really let anybody die because PCs in there. So then now it's like the safest place to be is the gladiator. Right
Well,
now.
you're on your sports team. You have reasons to have sucky players, but in general, you want really good players.
right.
As good as you could afford. As good as you could afford. So the total so far is 14 plus 12 plus 10 plus 16 plus 16 plus 17. The two 17s? Give me a second.
Replace the 10.
No, that was a 16. Okay.
You haven't replaced, right?
No. It's 85, so if you replace something, it's still above.
Yeah.
Yeah, replace the 10 with the 14 and get your Gestalt, son.
Okay.
He starts out with enough to do a gestalt.
Yep.
to train into Gestalt.
A monk alchemist.
Okay,
Fighter
and then
Ranger.
so strength is important. Dex probably for 2-weapon fighting. Con, int, whiz.
This guy's pretty
Sure.
dangerous, actually. What level is he?
If he's a ranger, just if we're going to be like a wiener,
You don't need dex.
The optimized ranger 2-weapon fighter build has dex as like a relative dump stat because strength is what you need
Yeah.
because they get all the 2-weapon fighting feats for free. But his
They don't
stats
need,
are god
they don't need to
tier,
meet
so-
the prereqs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 17 strength, so it becomes a 15.
Yeah.
What is
Put
he?
a point in it at 4th and becomes 16.
Yep. A
Is
dex
this
of
for
16,
nothing?
a con of 16.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Magnus sees him like changing his shirt. He's like, "Oh, look at you!
Into-
Yeah."
Into 12, wisdom 14, charisma 14, which becomes a 10.
Yeah, look at you. So you can cut up and, muscles everywhere.
Plus
yeah.
2 becomes a so he either has a 12 int 16 whiz or a 14 int 14 whiz.
Look at you, so short.
18 dex.
I'm gonna let you a
By accident?
spinny saw thing and
This guy's stats are awesome.
Yep.
So is it? Why is it 7? Oh, right. Oh, wow.
Another cleric ranger.
15, 18, 16, 12, 16.
you take this one, Zach. Or
Wait,
Ahmed.
14 minus what, Marty?
10 minus. Oh, sorry, minus 4.
Yeah. Just wondering.
All right, so Ahmed's got this one.
Sure, what is this going to be? A ranger
Yeah,
what?
give this one.
What's the
Ranger
number?
and
It'll make up for him
Capture.
playing Arlen for so long.
Ooh, yeah. So, what do we want him to be?
What
Originally,
do you want him to be?
Maybe
yeah.
a rogue.
That's.
he
that's
can do it.
amazing.
You can,
do it.
you
Yeah.
can say anything and he could do it.
Even
The only one that would be kind of questionable would be like wizard.
what's his int?
Yeah.
Low.
Oh, his charisma's
Oh,
low.
12.
Crap.
His charisma's 14.
Yeah.
No, his charisma's 12 or 10.
No, it's
Make
10.
him-
It's 10.
Make him a druid. Don't worry, I'll find something fun for him.
Lucas is shouting like cleric.
Yeah, his charisma's high, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to
Wisdom's
decide now.
Yeah, I don't
And
know,
Josephus
just
the
leave it to me, I'll
Shiv.
fix him.
So this guy that everyone seemed to really like.
Come on.
You don't
I
even know
like
what
this
level
guy
he
just
is.
because the other guys don't like this guy at this point.
Right.
Oh, I want him to roll a 1 on the d8.
We didn't actually roll to see how powerful he is. Actually, no, he had a really good bluff.
Yeah. So he's got levels. We know that.
A d4 plus 2 plus 1. Just for good.
You know what? To torture them, I'm going to be evil and not roll up his stats. I'll do that quietly with the stream, maybe afterwards. You don't know what his power is because he's out bluffed you guys and pretended to be the old man. So you don't know how powerful he is.
He's outbluffed some of us.
Yep.
Us.
All right. So I'll leave some mystery as the DM is allowed to do shenanigans like that.
Haha. Take that, Mark.
I don't know what the rivalry is about, but sure. All right, where we left off was at the end of that turn, and there are some fights scheduled for this week. Are there any specific things that the masters want to do? Mark, you weren't here when we went through the gist of it. Phineas knows that he is due for this week of fighting, and you have to visit the tower to help out the master do the autopsy
Of the dragon.
of the dragon.
Did you send? I watched the last game with this group. I think I've watched most of it
You
anyway.
missed the last couple hours.
Yeah, did you send Ashoka out for a scroll of arcane sight?
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay, it's on his character sheet. Like it's one of the spells he picked.
Who?
Phineas. I don't know why I need the scroll.
Oh, we looked at your character sheet and didn't find it. So
It's there. It's under like his daily, like everyday spells. It's his third. It's one of his third level spells.
It's the third circle spell on his sheet.
All right, Phineas
I'm
was
watching
high.
the thing. I'm like, I guess Phineas just decided, I need to get a shotgun out of here. He's driving me nuts. Yeah, I need a scroll. I need a scroll. Go get me a scroll.
Well, that's what Ashoka went and bought you a scroll. Ashoka was on a fact-finding mission to investigate other arcane sources within the city.
I swear, I looked at your sheet and went, "Huh, you don't have this spell."
I double checked even. But I'm like, it's there. I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay. Phineas is usually high. Sometimes high.
Alright, fine.
I just wanted to get rid of him. Do you have the spell? Do you want me to get the scroll? You're like, yes.
You could hand it back. You could take it and then hand it back to me and say, "Now you could do it." You could have just been, "No, I don't even want to." You fucking do it.
Yeah, you do it. I'm done. I'm done. I took care of it. Bye-bye. You have a scroll of arcane sight now, Ashoka. Congratulations.
I did it. Finally, my dreams are come true.
Phineas also knows that this was a roundabout way of getting a scroll into the Wizard Ling spellbook. Like if you wanted the wizard to help Ashoka. I don't know what you guys are doing with he's been locked up and no one's really dealt with him. He's being fed and stuff, but he hasn't been given any
Damian
duties.
throws popcorn at him and yells, "Bad monkey."
Quick
Bad
question.
monkey.
I don't want this guy to get killed. Couldn't we just make somebody else look like him and have him die?
Who are we killing?
Are you talking about the monkey?
Yeah, he's a high. Not a high, but he's fairly
why would we
competent.
kill the
wizard.
monkey?
He's what do you call it?
Condemned?
Is he condemned?
Condemned. Yeah, he has
He's
to die
condemned,
within.
yeah.
I think the end of the season.
No. It's like, it's like 3 years.
Death within 5 seasons.
5 seasons. Okay.
So a little over a year.
All right.
Yep.
Do they count the winter season when they say seasons?
I'd like to keep him. So if we can figure out a way of making somebody else look like him and throwing them in there.
I'm pretty certain if we find any other Venara, we could convince them that that's our
We
Venara.
can pull that off.
He murdered a fellow student at the Arcane Academy in an
he's a
unsanctioned
murderer!
duel. In an unsanctioned duel. He murdered.
Okay, so he all right.
It was an accidental blow
I
up.
was gonna say, he's a murderer. Why are we being so gentle with him?
Okay, Damian, you have a letter to send. I know we've got a backlog of letters. I don't want to have the entire stream like you just reading letters, but there was a letter, and we'll say this represents the letter arriving into your mother's hands. It goes a little bit back, but these letters are so telling to Damian's personality that I think we deserve to. Mark gets to read them. So letters in Vinvasa. It's letter number 2 that you've sent that has finally arrived in your mother's hand.
Okay, letter number 2. Here we go. Dearest Mumsy, I hope this letter finds you as well as the last. I apologize for not writing you again sooner, but as you can imagine, I've been quite busy. I really must thank you for speaking to Uncle Vogel on my behalf. The contract I work on for Uncle Vogel are largely wages between the various ludi. The smallest mistake could cost us tens of thousands. I've not seen him since arriving and hope he has not taken ill. What the hell happened? I just lost my... There it is. Sorry, guys. That's what happened. Okay. As we discussed before I left, I plan on competing in the arena here in Vatapult, despite your objections. I hope you feel confident that you provide the best teachers and that I'm well prepared for the battles to come. I have met Count Czargon, who claims to know Uncle Helmut personally, at least well enough to know where he is currently fighting. While I have no doubt that they've met and even fought together, I would like to know if they are indeed as close as he made it seem. I certainly hope he is sincere, as I feel as though he has taken me under his wing in a way. He didn't want me to fight in the arena any more than you do. He even insisted I be evaluated and determined where my skills should place me amongst the ranks of gladiators. You'll be pleased to know that I earned a veteran ranking straight away. I told you I was good. He asked me to wait for an audience with Duke Drogel Korda before entering the fighting. He's out of the city for the time being, but is expected back soon. It is strange to live in this city, and I use the term loosely because by the 5, it's so small, where the old gods are so openly worshipped. Strange, but surprisingly intriguing. It's like a microcosm of what might have been had the Imperium not arrived and saved this land from its own barbarism. What is most disappointing is that so many of the locals fail to see what benefits we have brought them, instead holding on to the past like a mourning widow who forgets how savagely her husband used to beat her. Even my partners are heretics. Magnus is a worshipper of cord, a barbarian god of knuckle-dragoning and clubbing things, no doubt, and I can only imagine what foul darkness Ashoka the Snake Man kneels before. God of serpents, poison, murder, nothing would surprise me. He is part snake, after all, and keeps an imp around his company. I thank the five graces for my place in his church. My best to you and father, Damian. P.S. Please have one of the guards kick Measley with my regards. Thank you.
So your mother... I like how some of your letters have doodles in them.
Yes. Yeah, I placed emojis in the letters, and they're just like doodles he does in mid-letter.
All right, letter 2 has been sent and read by your mumsy. The mail might be a little slow.
Yes.
The letter was effectively, Nana Nana, I'm doing what you told me not to, haha.
Yes.
Right.
Nanner Nanner, yeah.
I'm doing what you told me not to, but I'm fine. So I was right.
The letters get funnier and funnier. Or a little more twisted. I'm not too sure how to describe them. I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. All right, so Damian has a close relationship with his mumsy, and is checking up on her and letting her know how her boy is doing. And we all are wondering, who the fuck is Measley? Perhaps we will see him one day.
So, ninth level.
All right, Mama's boy. Cid was going to do some spying.
That's right. Now, sorry, I just wanted to confirm. There is time to do spying on both the barbarians and then later on do spying on the witch goblins.
There's 2 different fights.
Yes,
so...
in 2 different weeks. So yes, you could do some spying on the barbarians first.
Yeah,
what is your effective score? I'm keeping Excel closed for now online because it was impacting my internet.
Sid's, okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, with his morale and all that, I need to know how many effective dice he is.
Okay, are we storing that somewhere? Because I have not been updating anything regarding that.
All right, I will. What did you?
So
I will find this.
6th level.
Scroll to the right,
stats.
and there's a bunch of things.
So 8 dice.
8 dice?
He should be 8 dice.
Was that including morale and all that?
Do the masters have morale?
Yep.
Okay. Let me check the sheet because
I've updated it so that they're on the same playing field as the gladiators, just in case 2 of them we need to do a d6 fight very quickly.
Right. Cid's effectiveness is 8.
Okay.
Holy Zed's effectiveness! Oh, he punches out of his weight class. Oh, look at that.
All right. You end up spying on the jail of Vatapol to figure out what you can learn about these barbarians that you're going to fight. So is there a specific question that you're asking Cid as you're spying on the Vatapol jail, or?
So I want to know how many there are. How many are expected to go into the ring?
Yep.
So how many barbarians are there? Do any of them, like, is there one that's like creating water, for instance? Is there one that's not diseased or healing the others? I assume they don't have any. Like, you know, what are the guys? Okay, that guy looks like a fighter. That guy looks like a barbarian. That guy looks like he's casty, but he doesn't have the stuff. That's kind of what he's looking for. Identify what their strengths are.
Okay. You are looking for as many successes as possible on your
D8.
On your
D6.
Your 8 D6s.
Sorry, 8d6. Sorry. D6. Success.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. All right. Well, you learn their numbers. There is apparently they've captured a chieftain